Now BPMN, you might have heard of this term, business process modeling notation. And the purpose of business process modeling notation, BPMN, is actually just to visualize your work graphically, like in a flowchart. Flowchart technique is just a series of activities that you tie together, one sequentially following the other. It's just a modeling notation, it's the UML standard. We're currently in version 2. I love tea. It's not a coffee, this is a tea. I'm going to try and explain to you how BPMN works with the example of making a delicious cup of tea. You put the tea bag inside of the cup. You boil the water. You add the boiling water to the tea in the cup. You give it some time. If you want sugar, you add some sugar. Then you add some milk. And then at the end of that process, you have a delicious fucking tea. So the first thing we're going to look at is roles. Who is doing what? Making tea. We have two roles. We have the tea drinker and the tea maker. Now they could be the same person. They could be two different people. In BPMN, this is indicated as swim lanes. So the roles are swim lanes. Next up, we look at the event. Event is indicated by a little circle like that. Events are all about a thing that happens. What triggers this process? So the start event is the urge of the tea drinker to have a tea. So start events trigger processes. Our next BPMN element is the activity. The activity is at the heart of everything. Activity is not necessarily a task. Activity can mean a lot of tasks rolled up into that activity. Just be aware that normally this is designated by a verb and a noun. Make tea, boil water. So if you place activity in a specific swim lane, that will tell you whose responsibility, what role is responsible for that activity. The urge to drink is the start event. So the tea drinker has the urge to drink. What they now do is the first activity is they provide details of the preference. So they would say, hey, I'm thirsty. Can I please get a tea with milk and sugar, please? The tea maker, so now the task is handed over to the tea maker. The tea maker gets a clean cup, gets a tea bag, add the tea bag to a cup, boil the water. Here's an intermediate event, basically a timer event. We're waiting until the water is boiled. We add boiling water to the cup. Now let's quickly look at decisions. We're going to stick to a very basic decision gate here. It's an exclusive decision gateway. It's either a yes or a no. If you say yes, then you follow the yes route. If you say no, you follow the no route. So the water is boiled, that activity is done. Now you reach the epic decision you need to make. Do you need sugar? It's either a yes or no. You can't have sugar, yes, no. Suppose we said yes. Then you follow the yes arrow. Whoop. We need to add sugar. That's the new activity. Do we need milk? That's yes or no. If I say yes, I want to add milk, I go to the activity add milk. Brilliant. Now I stir it with the spoon. The tea is ready. Now let's follow the alternative route. Let's say we didn't want sugar. So now you don't want sugar, so you follow the no route all the way down to the next decision node, which, do you need milk? No, I don't need milk. And you go stir with the spoon. Now you will end up with the tea without milk and without sugar. That brings us to the last one, to the end event. Similar to the start event, it's just the end of the process. So the process has reached its goal. The tea was made. It normally has a little bit of a thicker line around it, like you can see over there. So all the activities were completed, all the decisions were taken, and you ended up at the end with a tea in your hand. But just realize that each BPMN model you do will have a goal, something, some sort of output, some sort of a purpose. The purpose of our tea example is to create a tea. So until next time, we will continue this BPMN conversation. BASensei out.